So for today's moneymaker, we will be Enchanting Dragonstone Jewellery. Now I've already gone ahead and checked all the items to see which one has the best margin, and as of making this video, the combat bracelets have the best margin, so that is what we will be enchanting. Of course you have some other options, the Ring of Wealth, Skills Necklace, and the Amulet of Glory. Just make sure you do a price check before actually doing this moneymaker so that you can make the most profit possible. Now in terms of what you'll need, it's very, very simple. All you need is a mud battle staff and cosmic runes, so for the ability to cast the level 5 enchant spell, which requires level 68 magic to use, and then of course the item that you'll be enchanting. As you can see, we already have 1800 Dragonstone bracelets, which cost a good bit of money, so yeah, some nice startup cash will be nice. As for the method, very, very simple. Open up the bank menu, select the all quantity option, left click on it, and then just start enchanting. Now you have two options. You can either cast it once and just let it auto cast the rest of your inventory. The wiki says you can get about 800 casts per hour if you let it auto cast, but if you manually cast it, you can get up to 1900 casts per hour. So it'll be interesting to see how many casts we can do in this 1 hour, since I will be manually casting it for more profit. Now if you were to auto cast it at 800 per hour, the wiki does say you can make about 270,000 GP per hour, which is decent. And if you were to hit the absolute maximum of 1900, you'd make around 642,000. So pretty decent considering that you get a lot of magic XP. If you are able to hit the 1900 casts per hour, you can get approximately 148,000 magic XP. So this is a pretty good way to train your magic skill. Alright, so with the method out of the way and my favorite fashionscape chosen, let's go ahead and jump into the moneymaker. So, assuming that you've been living under a rock and you don't know what a combat bracelet is used for, allow me to explain. Combat bracelet is what you wear if you don't have barrels gloves. Now, some people have been known to make fun of others who choose to wear said bracelet, but worry not. If you are one of those people who are too embarrassed to be seen wearing a combat bracelet, just throw more money at the problem and buy yourself a bandos chestplate to match those tassets and the helmet. And voila, the bracelet is hidden from sight. But honestly, if you have money for a bandos plate, just get yourself a regen bracelet. It looks cooler. Joking aside, the combat bracelet actually has a bunch of useful teleports. It has a teleport to the Warriors Guild, Champions Guild, Edgeville Monastery, and the Ranging Guild. The Warriors Guild teleport isn't as useful for me because I have a max cape that acts as a strength cape that actually gives you a teleport inside of the Warriors Guild. The combat bracelet takes you there as well, but you are placed outside of it. As for the other three locations, those are actually very useful since they are close to clue steps, so I use those quite often. I don't, however, use a bracelet. I haven't worn or used a bracelet to teleport in a long time. The teleport that I use is the Ornate Jewelry Box. So for the low cost of 91 construction and 5 combat bracelets, I am allowed infinite teleports. But don't worry, you can get access to these infinite teleports at level 86 construction as well with the fancy jewelry box. Now, like I said earlier, the combat bracelet is a good replacement for barrels gloves if you don't have those already. Not only do you get nice teleports, but of course you also get some nice combat stats while wearing it. And like I said before, these teleports are useful and they are good in the wilderness because it's Dragonstone Jewelry, which allows you to teleport up to level 30 wilderness instead of level 20. So, nice item to have. Now, when your bracelet inevitably runs out of charges for teleports, you have a couple of options. You can either charge it at the Legends Guild to bring it up to 4 charges, or take it to the Fountain of Rune in the Deep Wilderness for 6 charges. You can also buy the Charged Dragonstone Jewelry Scroll from the GE to also charge it up to 4. This is a good option considering that the scroll is extremely cheap. I think it's less than 200 coins and it can charge a full inventory of Dragonstone jewelry. The exception being the Ring of Wealth. For whatever reason, you can only recharge that at the Fountain of Rune. And speaking of the Fountain of Rune, you have a chance of obtaining an eternal glory whenever you're charging glories there, so maybe they can make a little change for combat bracelets, you know, maybe have a small chance to obtain an item called like Bracelet of Eternal Combat, something like that, I don't know. I guarantee you, if you were caught wearing one of those, people probably wouldn't be laughing at you. Actually, they probably would, but yeah, that's besides the point. Anyways, the last use that I'll mention for the combat bracelet is of course the Elite Clue Step, which needs the combat bracelet, the circle, and of course the Helm of Nate's Knot. So yeah, all around, pretty useful item. The good thing about this moneymaker is that you're left with some options after you make the combat bracelets. You can either choose to sell them directly to the GE, which is what we're going to do. You can use them for high alching to train your magic a bit further and still make some money. And of course you can choose to charge them up for use or for sale. I was thinking about charging them up before selling them, but currently, right now, the prices didn't really look like it was worth it. Charging it in the wilderness to get it up to 6 charges is very risky, because if you get PK'd, you lose a full inventory of it, and the prices just didn't seem worth it right now, but maybe in the future. But with that being said, that's pretty much it for this moneymaker. Let's go ahead and take a look at how many we were able to charge in 1 hour. Alright, so after 1 hour of enchanting Dragonstone Jewellery, specifically combat bracelets, we have 1,908. More than what the wiki said, so I may get reported for this. This is not supposed to happen. No, but all jokes aside, this wasn't even like perfect. There were plenty of mistakes throughout the making of this video, so you could definitely get more than what I got, but still pretty excited to see that we got above 1900. Very cool. Quick little price check on them. 23.5 mil. Let's go ahead and head over to the Grand Exchange and sell them all off. All right, so it looks like the actively traded price is 12,300, so we'll go ahead and put them in there for 1 GP under that. And as we can see, a big chunk have sold. I was actually going to change the price right now because I was looking at the GE tracker prices, and it's lower than that. Not by too much, but it is lower. But still, I mean, these came through instantly, so might as well just let them sit there and make some more money. And there we go. As you can see, it did not take very long for these combat bracelets to sell off. So yeah, not bad. So if we take into account the cost of supplies, which was the cosmic runes used to cast a spell, and the Dragonstone bracelets, that is 22,888,368 GP. Subtract that from the money we made, which was 23,233,716 GP. That gives us a grand total profit of 345,348 GP. So not quite what the wiki was estimating, but I think it may be because they forgot to include the tax. The tax for selling all of those bracelets was 232,776 GP, which would have put us at a grand total of 578,124 GP if there was no tax in place. But unfortunately, there is. At least we managed to get some pretty nice magic XP though. We got a total of 148,824 magic experience from this 1 hour. So a decent option for training magic. I just want to say thanks for checking out the video, and thank you to all of my channel members. Once again, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.